So amazing. Such an energy. I was like, within no time, I felt into a deep state. Thanks to all of you for this, wonderful meditation and energy, masters. Okay, so today's topic is all about, shall I pin myself so that, yeah, spotlight for everyone. All right. Okay. Uh, shall I spotlight myself, please?
I did it, ma'am.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So today's topic is all about awareness and mind. We will learn about awareness and mind together. So before we start, as we discussed in the previous session, I would like to hear from you guys. How many of you have uh, practiced awareness this whole week? That was a homework, right? So I would want to know, like, how did you felt? Whoever has practiced awareness, being in presence. I told, like, when you go for a walk, be in presence, feel your feet. When you're chopping vegetables, feel the texture, feel the smell of your food. Whatever the work you are doing, keep completely focused on whatever you're doing. So how did you guys found, how did you guys felt when you are practicing awareness, and what are the things you have observed? No one practiced? Did we forget the homework? Mrinali Garu, have you practiced the whole week?
Not entirely the whole week, but yes, I definitely was trying to be a lot more conscious, Sandy. And
Okay,
yes,
wonderful.
thank you.
All right, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's continue the same homework this week also. Okay, so let's learn what is awareness. Oh, wow. Thank you, Shanti Garu. Amazing. Nice to know. At least one person practicing awareness, but that's okay, which is always okay. Let's try this week also. All right. So, what is awareness? As we talked a little brief about awareness in the previous session, let's recap the same. It's being in presence, masters. Being within ourselves, being here, whatever we are doing, completely being in that. So, awareness will make you live in presence. So, you see, every time, whatever we do, we always, like when we are cleaning the house or anything, what we do, we always be in past, thinking about what happened in past, or we always try to be in future, planning about our future. What is our, at least, when I'm just cleaning in the afternoon, I would think of, like, what should I cook for evening? What should I cook for night? Or whatever it is, planning for the next day or whatnot. But we hardly be in presence. So, what are the benefits of being in presence? So I'm covering these basics, keeping in mind that there are beginners in this session who just started meditation. So I want to cover all these topics, whatever the topics I'm taking. So I want to cover the basic concepts too. So when we are in presence, we will be in a no mind state. So you watch, when you are practicing being in presence, just see when you are in presence, whatever you are doing, when you are in that, your mind chitter chattering will be reduced. Your mind, at one point of time, your mind stopped chattering. So, what happens when there is a no mind state? What happens to our body? Our mind acts like a barrier between the universe and your body, masters. Mind plays a role of guardian, guards. If you see in front of a palace, there are guards standing, right? They don't let, their job is to, whoever tries to enter into the palace, they will stop them. They don't allow until and unless they are the valid person to go into the palace, right? Mind always tries to block the, I will show you the graphical video in the next session to visually understand what happens when we like when there are in number of thoughts in your mind. So mind will block the inflow of energy into your body. So when you are in more of thinking, you see, you will, you don't receive the cosmic energy into your body. So when you are in awareness, you obviously be in presence. When you are in presence, you will be in no mind state. When you are in no mind state, the cosmic energy inflow will be, your body starts receiving the cosmic energy into your body. So you will, the beauty of being in awareness is when you are in meditation, when you are doing meditation, the way you receive cosmic energy into your body, the same way, even you are not doing meditation, even when you are in awareness, your body starts receiving the abundant cosmic energy, how much ever it needs. So that's the beauty of being in awareness. So you don't need to sit somewhere, close your eyes and observe your breath. When you're in awareness state of awareness, your body automatically start receiving the cosmic energy. That is again one state of an, no mind state and meditative state. So what happens with the mind? So you see, let us understand the relation between energy and mind. So, did I told you guys in the last session to experiment with the mind, how the quantity of energy you have when you are doing a physical activity? I don't think so. Okay, let us
No,
learn
ma'am.
about that. No, right, ma'am?
I don't recollect. No, ma'am. I don't
Okay.
believe.
Let's do this experiment. I want you all to do this experiment and tell me how did it, what do you feel about it? So see, when we are doing all this physical work, it can be cleaning or walking outside or doing anything with physical body. When you are doing anything with physical body, being in presence means being in with no mind state. When you are in presence and doing some if you are cleaning the house for whole 1 hour with no thoughts, no imaginations, just being in presence, if you expend 10% of energy for that work, if you just sit on the couch and do a lot of imagination, don't do any physical work, just comfortably sit on the couch, do a lot of imagination, do a lot of thinking or planning, whatever it is, for 1 hour, and just notice the difference. When you are being in presence and doing a physical work for 1 hour, if you are expending 10% of energy, if you are comfortably sitting on the couch and imagining or thinking for 1 hour, you will expend 30% of energy. Mind is very expensive. Mind consumes 3 times more energy than your physical body. So that is why, see, if you recall, we all are sitting and if it is a software engineers, we all are comfortably sitting on our seats. We are not doing any physical effort. We are just sitting for long, but we are thinking a lot, right? To work, what we do, we use our mind. When do we need mind? Mind is needed whenever we want to think, calculate, process, decision making, when all this logical thinking, all this, when we do these kind of things, we definitely need mind, right? So when we are doing these kind of things, we expend 30% of energy from our body. So, but when you are working, but so let's come back. See, we are doing, like, for example, if I'm cleaning the house for 1 hour, and then if I'm cooking for next 30 minutes. So when I'm cleaning the house and cooking, what I am doing here, I am doing my physical work. At the same time, I am also thinking in mind. I'm doing some imaginations, or I'm recalling something about past, or I'm thinking about future. So here, for 1 hour, if I need 10% of energy to do that task, instead of 10% of energy, I am spending 40% of energy, because mind is needing 30%, body is needing 10%. So for 10, instead of 10%, I am spending 40% of energy. And see, after 1.5 hours of work or 2 hours of work, okay, what is the state of our mind and body? We feel so tired. We, if anyone, if our kid or anyone come and ask, like, I want something more, or if they be cranky or anything, we get so irritated because our body lost a lot of energy for just 2 hours of work. We all are in illusion thinking that by cleaning the entire house in 1 hour, we get tired and we lose a lot of energy. No, masters, definitely not. We are unnecessarily losing more energy by using mind, not by using physical body. I want you all to do this experiment. From tomorrow, whatever the work you do, and be in presence and do, and tell me at the end of the day, you still have enough energy in your body. If you are doing things in presence, why you will have enough energy? Point one, whatever the energy you are getting through food, whatever plus whatever the energy you are getting through sleep, plus whatever the energy you are getting through meditation, you are using some part of it for your daily activities. And on top of it, you being in presence, you being in awareness with a no mind state, your body is continuously receiving cosmic energy. So, where is the possibility to lose a lot of energy? You are spending energy, at the same time, you are parallelly receiving energy. There is a balance. So, that is why meditators, especially, because why I say meditators is, what do we do in meditation? In meditation, we practice being in presence. How? By watching your breath. When you are watching your breath, you are continuously trying to be in presence, because you are watching the present moment, what is happening in your body. And we tell, whenever you get thoughts in your mind, cut your thoughts, bring back your observation onto your breath. So we are practicing being in presence, being in awareness through meditation. So when we come out of meditation, if we practice meditation every day, we get habituated to be in presence. On top of it, after meditation, if you practice to be in presence, your being in presence, awareness state will start increasing day by day. So, masters, please practice being in awareness and tell me, how is it being helpful? Okay, let us learn some of the secrets of being in awareness. How does awareness benefits us? Point one, when we are in awareness, state of awareness, when we are in presence, what kind of a state we will be in is, we will become a watcher. there are a lot of things happening. We will be just a person of witnessing, the watcher. When we are in that state, we are in the soul consciousness. When we are thinking, we will be in mind. When we are in presence, our consciousness will be in the soul. So the people, the one who will be an observer, when we are in awareness state, we will become an observer, and we will be observing. Who is observing here through our body is the soul. So always remember, when we are in awareness, state of awareness, we will be in a soul consciousness. So what's the beauty of being in soul consciousness? Soul is the wiser one than our might. So to if we, for example, let us see, if we are in a situation where we need to choose, if when we are in a situation where we need to choose one out of two options, which is really important in our life, how can we choose? Who will be the right person to guide us? Our soul, right, masters? Because our soul is the one which will be taking multiple incarnations. Every life, every incarnation it takes, why do we take incarnation? We take incarnation. We will learn more in detail in the next sessions about like how soul will plan and all. But yeah, let me give you some insight about why soul will take multiple incarnations is to grow, to learn more, to get more and more matured, to experience life, to experience different flavors of life. In this incarnation, if for example, in this incarnation, before I take birth, I might have planned, okay, I want to experience the life of being poor. I want to experience the life of being rich. I want to experience the life of uh, being a meditation teacher. And I want to experience the life of being a software engineer. So, like that, before every incarnation, soul will nicely plan and design that uh, particular span of time of that incarnation, and come onto Mother Earth by taking some body, and it will experience that life to grow more and more wiser. So soul being taking multiple thousands of incarnations, it has got lot of knowledge and experience and maturity, right, masters? So now now we understood how wise the soul is. Now let's learn about mind, brain. Our brain have the knowledge limited to only this incarnation. From the day we born till date, whatever the incidents happened in your life, what all the things you have learned from that incidents, what all the experiences you have been through, all that data will be stored in your brain. Brain is a temporary memory. Soul memory is a permanent memory, which will be carrying into all incarnations. So if you are in any situation, if you are a person of always being in mind, what do we do? When we get into certain situation, if we want to handle any situation, we will be being always sitting in mind, thinking with mind, imagining with mind, by not connecting ourselves with the soul. What we will use our mind to process the situation and to assess the situation and to take a decision, what is the right decision for that particular situation. So what mind will do? It will go into the brain, it will search all the data in the brain, and it will compare the current situation with all the data. Did we had any kind of past experiences like this? Okay, what did we do? Okay, if we did that, was that successful or was that a failure? Now, okay, if that was a failure, what could be the possible other best solution? It will go access the intellectual part of brain and do calculate with that data, with that intelligence, and do processing and find out one other possibility and implement that. So mind can take a decision and process the situation or provide a solution only with the limited knowledge of this incarnation. But being in soul consciousness, when you are connected to your being in your soul consciousness, your soul will tell, out of many incarnations, it will provide the right solution out of many incarnations experience. Because soul knows what is the right thing for you. Because soul is the one who planned this incarnation, who planned every instance of this incarnation. Soul knows that everything which is happening with you today is all her own plan. So soul knows, soul in the sense we, the real ourself, knows what is the right solution to handle this situation. It decide out of that wise wisdom what it has received out of all the incarnation experiences. So masters, now you may get a question. Wow. So when I get into any situation, or if I want to choose anything out of two options, how do I know that it is coming from my mind? How do I know that it is coming from my soul? Very simple. Because I'll tell you clearly how do you can differentiate. Because I did all these experiments when I was small. I heard about soul. Everyone says you're a soul. Soul is very wise. It gives you very in any information, wise information and all. But how can I differentiate? So what did I do? Me being curious, I always used to be in awareness, watch myself in every situation. Situation is happening in front of me, and I used to watch like how I am reacting, what will happen with me now, how I know that what is mind, how I can hear the sound of mind, what is soul, how can I get all this. Like when I'm doing all this research, I found out that mind will always, the language of mind is always be very detailed. When you ask a mind, hey, my car broke down now, what should I do? What is the right solution for me? Then mind will process everything and tell you, hey Pratima, last time when it happens, you did this, you went there, you if it was a tire puncture, you took the wheel from there, you learned something in YouTube, you did this, you do this kind of things, that is that. Mind will give a very detailed, logical, step-by-step description. And it will say, out of all this A, B, C, D probability, calculating all these things with your kind of nature, this is the right solution to implement. So whenever you get this kind of response, that is definitely coming from your mind. Okay, mind tries to prove with a detailed information. If anything which is coming from your soul is, it comes in a single word response. Yes, no. Option A, option B. Or do, don't. That's it. Soul don't give all the detailed information. And how do I know? How do I know it is coming from my soul? Is, gut feeling. We learned about gut feeling, right? We say, I don't know. See, when there is a situation, you need to choose one option out of two. Your mind tells you all this logical information, like, hey, I am feeling it should be in this because blah 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 blah, it will tell. But there is something inside which was strongly telling you that is correct. Pick that, pick that, pick that. That's it. It won't say anything. Pick that. That's it. So we say, like, oh man, I just did lot of thinking and I chose it, but something from my inside keep on telling me to pick that one, pick that one. My gut feeling, that gut feeling is nothing but our soul. Our soul communicate in terms of intuition or gut feeling. So that's how we can differentiate between mental talk or soul talk. So us being in awareness, we will be in a soul consciousness. Then us being with our in a soul consciousness, we whatever happens outside of our life, we don't react too much. We will be in a watchful state. We just watch. So before that, understanding more about watchful state, let's quickly utilize 5 to 10 minutes to learn about what does soul do? Why do we have to learn what does soul do before taking birth? I want everyone to know this beautiful concept, to understand the importance of this life, masters. So, soul, before entering into the body, what soul does is, soul will sit and introspect. Okay, what all the things I learned so far? What all the things I have experienced in this all multiple incarnations? All right, it will take a checklist. I learned A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, in this next incarnation, I will learn about GHI. It can be, okay, like example, I want to experience the life of poor, rich, and being a meditation teacher, being a software engineer, and being a wonderful mother, blah, 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 blah. Couple of things. And what it also does is, what all the drawbacks I have in myself. I have no patience. I have anger issues. I need to overcome all of these things. All right. So these are the qualities I want to improve in myself. And it will also see what all the baggage I have collected within these all incarnations. Karma, paybacks. Because of lack of impatience, because of all my anger issues, I hurt many people in my previous incarnations. So with all that, I have accumulated lot of karma in my baggage. Oh, there is a huge count here. I can't, handle all of them in one incarnation. Let me take few karmas. Let me fulfill those karmas in this incarnation. So learning GHI, learning about improving on these qualities, and let me handle some of the karmas. Okay, this is my plan for this life. Okay, now I need to design my life. It will write all the script of the life. It will say, like, I want to experience richness and poorness in one life. Okay, let me do this. From my childhood till my wedding, let me experience the life of scarcity, life of poorness. From my wedding till the end of my life, let me experience the life of richness. So, to become a meditation teacher, I need to learn. So, me suffering a lot in my with poorness, with that pain, that hardship. So, I would definitely would crave to look for an opportunity to bring me out of that sorrow, to handle my situations wisely, I would look for some source which can give me an opportunity to come out of that sorrow. So in that search, I would choose meditation. Wow. So all my childhood, I will be learning meditation, exploring on that, learning more and more. Then when I grow up, stand on my legs, I will have an opportunity to go out and spread the wisdom. So coming to karmas, okay, I have these karmas also. I need to take care of it. So with all this nice, like this, the soul will draft the detailed script of her life. And now the scripting is done. In a movie, what we do before we take a movie, first we will write a script. Based on the script, we will go in search of the right characters for the right people, casting, finding the right people for that particular character. So what soul does? Go find the right people for that script. So how it will identify the right people? The people whom that soul will choose as a parents, they should also have the same soul plan of experiencing the poorness during that time time zone. Sorry, during that time. So it will go identify the parents with the same plan, okay? And it will say, hey, you have to pressurize me so that I would go in search of meditation. And after that, I want to experience the life of richness. So it'll go and choose a right partner who have the same soul plan of being rich life, experiencing the rich life. And at the same time, this soul have a plan to go spread meditation. So what it does, it'll choose the wise soul, matured soul, spiritually grown soul as a life partner, so that they don't oppose them, but they support. Even the parents also, it'll choose the parents, a spiritually grown parents, so that they don't oppose going into spirituality, they support. So see, we think that this life, whatever things we are experiencing today on Mother Earth in this life, we think that I am struggling a lot, I'm suffering a lot, I'm struggling with my husband, I'm struggling with my in-laws, or I'm struggling with my parents or friends, boss, neighbors, what not, kids. We think this is so, it's too hard, but no, masters, whatever the hard work we have to do, we have done a lot before incarnation itself. It's not easy to plan your life. It's not easy to identify the soul. There are thousands of souls there. You have to identify the right person who is right for you. And they also should agree with you to share this again, one more life. So with all that, everything properly planned, then you will get into the body. It's simple. In a simple term, I would say, if you want to visit Florida and enjoy 5 days of holidays, to just enjoy 5 days of holidays, you will do a lot of work around before you go to Florida. You plan what all the in this 5 days span of time, what all the important places you can cover, what are the right places to do, cover, how much budget you have, all these things you will nicely plan and just go to Florida to enjoy. The same way, we just get into the body to experience. We are experiencing here, but whatever the effort you need to do, you did it before birth. You took a very short span of time, like 40 years or 80 years or 100 years. It's a very short span of time where you came here to experience. And also one more thing, now you want to improve patience. That is one of the quality you plan for this life. You want to improve on your anger issues or some of the qualities, right? Or mental strengthening or emotional balance, all these things. So what you do, you will request your life partner or your parents like, hey, please keep on giving me challenges until I become mentally strong. Please bother me, throw me challenges, throw me hurdles until I become emotionally stable, until I become a neutral state of person than, having anger issues, swing, swinging between lot of emotions. So then they will agree and they play that role because we requested them to act like that. So everyone, our neighbors, or we say, okay, I cannot tolerate pressure for a long time. Okay, you come like a neighbor, stay with me for a short span of time. Until you stay for short span of time, throw challenges. And then I want to take a break. I want to relax. I want to enjoy my life. You go away. You transfer to another state. Move away. So that's how we go and request people to say that this is my plan. Please act like this with me. So upon agreement, they do that. So masters, please don't misunderstand everyone around us that, judging, you are bad. These people are giving me all these challenges. They are bad. No, it's our own life plan. These situations will not erase, these situations will not fade away until we improve in that quality. If you self introspect, whenever there might be some of the common issues like you will have one team member who will always try to give you challenges. Okay, you get fed up. You change the company. It did happen to me also. I'm telling that in the very beginning of my career, when I was a fresher, okay, when I passed out from my college, I joined a company, a very nice company, IBM, and I was so happy I got a job in a big company. No one has got in my class. I'm the only one. So there was a person who was always throwing me challenges. I do all the hard work. They say, like, they did it, they take a credit. And they say, she's not working better. It's like, what? How can I talk? How should I handle? And I don't know how to talk, how to say. So I used to get furious. That used to bother me inside because I don't know how to express. Then after some years, I changed the company. I went to another company because I hate this guy. So to skip him, I changed the company. But in another company, in another team, there was another person who is exactly behaving like this guy. He's a different person, but he's also throwing some or other complaints or challenges. I do the hard work. He's getting benefits out of me. After some years, I changed another company. See, I am changing companies, but my challenge being consistent. Characters are changing, but the situations getting into is same. Why? At one day after some journey, I sat down. Because me meditating, me having all this knowledge from different masters, that really helped me to work on my situations. So I sat down. I I spent with myself. Why? Where is the problem? Why I'm getting into the same situation wherever I go? So what is the problem with me? So I then figured out there is no problem with the guy. There is a problem with me. I have lack of acceptance. I have lack of patience. So these people are teaching me to improve on those aspects. So what I did, okay, let me try. What will happen? I already suffered a lot. Let me try accepting his nonsense and in a way that, okay, he is like that. His nature is that, which is okay. Okay, you want to say something? Say it. I am not saying anything. You are saying it. It's your nature. If I say something, it's my nature. So until unless I'm good, I'm okay. I let him say. I struggled, it bothered me inside. I felt bad and all this, but still I was telling myself, Pratima, you are learning, work on it, you're doing great, excellent. I stopped reacting. I stopped getting anger onto the people. I stopped complaining on that guy. I stopped getting furious when they throw challenges. And slowly, 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 I turned into a person super detached. Whatever the nonsense happens around, I'll be so happy because I transformed into a person. I accept everyone as themselves, and I will always see them as their own beauty than complaints. Otherwise, if you see in my past, every time I get into this situation, in the afternoon when we have lunch, I used to bring up these complaints every day, talk to my friends. But it's not providing me any solution. But this provided me a solution. When I started being calm, positive, not reacting, accepting, then that person, at one point of day, that person changed and started being my good friend. He started admiring me. And at one point of time, that guy told me that I was so surprised why you are always calm. Then I learned that you do meditation. You told in one of the call your hobby is to do meditation. I joined meditation, Pratima, because I enjoy your positive nature. See, until I don't change, that program will not fade away. So whose plan is this? My plan. It's not that person's plan. So, masters, whatever situations we encounter into our life, it's not because of them, it's because of us. What is it teaching to us? Where we have to improve ourselves, where we have to correct ourselves. Sit with yourself, introspect yourself. At, when I'm being what kind of state of mind, when I am in what kind of state of mind, when I am in what state of emotion, I am getting into this situation. Introspect, identify the situation, identify those things to be worked on yourself. Where you are lagging, work on it, then automatically these situations will go away. So please don't misunderstand anyone. Everyone is beautifully doing their job as per our request. So let's appreciate everyone. Let's share gratitude to everyone in our life who are giving us challenges and who are also giving us beautiful moments, masters. It's just learning and exploring. So when it is a time for us to go back to our home, before a soul exit from the body, soul will stop, look back and see, I planned all these things. Did I successfully completed all of that? It will check its checklist. If soul have successfully completed all the checklist, and on top of it, it has learned more than what it planned, imagine the joy of the soul before it vacate the body. If the soul haven't learned, if soul have planned to learn GHI and some karmas, fulfill some karmas or certain things, out of that, if soul, if soul not work, learn, becoming more matured, or if soul just, for example, if husband is bothering, if soul think about like my husband is bothering me, I have a big problem, and the soul keep on living in that pain, complaining, living in the same cycle, and it'll be end of the day, it is a time to go back to your home. When it look back, out of multiple options, it happened to learn only one option. All this 100 years of lifespan got wasted because of sitting on single problem and crying like, I am a nice person, he is a bad person. What did you get at the end of the day? Only one experience, right? So masters, don't waste your time. Enjoy, This, whatever coming into your plate today, is just for your learning and your growth. Spend as much as on top on that. Learn, explore, experience, and self introspect and work on yourself. Enjoy and appreciate every moment of your life, masters. That's how you don't stick to one thing, you will just move on. So, how being in awareness, you will have all the support from your soul. Because in every situation, if you are just keep on, becoming a victim of the situation, your soul will warn you, remind you, alarm you in terms of intuition, saying that, Pratima, take it easy. Pratima, be positive. Pratima, learn from this situation. So when your mind is silent, you can clearly feel, hear the voice of your soul. To hear the intuition, intuition doesn't come in the form of voice, or it comes like a strong gut feeling. To hear the intuition, you should make your baby sound silent. When there is like a neighbor who is trying to hear the others house, what are they chatting in the house, when they have a small baby in the house, whose voice will the neighbor hear? Is it the parent's voice or the child's voice? It's always the child's voice, because child make lot of sound than parents. Your soul is, don't ever think that soul is not communicating to this body. Soul is definitely communicate to this body, because soul knows that it got this body to fulfill the purpose. So in every situation, soul be very responsible to guide you, communicate with you, but your body cannot hear, because your mind is making super noise than your soul. So, masters, now we know the importance of awareness. When we are in aware state of awareness, being in presence, our mind will reduce the noise, so that we can clearly get the information from our soul. And in every situation, we need soul's guidance, because that is what planned this body life, and this body is acting on top of it. All right. What are we doing? We are taking the guidance from this baby, telling the baby that, baby, what should I do? I get up in the morning, go to my little one and ask, what should I do? And do the things, whatever my baby says. Will it be successful? Will it be wise? Or should I go to my mother and ask, what should I do? My mother, right? Because my mother is more experienced than my baby, because my baby just started life. My mind just started life. From the day of my birth till date, it have whatever I have experienced, only that knowledge it does have in here. But this, my mother, my real, my ourself, the soul, knows everything much better. Why it is happening, what is going to happen, everything. All right, masters, that's it for today's session. Any questions?